Welcome back to my weekly QQQ trade series. For anyone new here, I'm Patricia Saylor, Managing Partner of Saylor Financial Fundamentals. Today, QQQ is trading at about $499 a share, down about $14 from last week. My $498 put is slightly out of the money and needs some attention to avoid assignment, while my $498 covered call will not be expiring until next week. Today, I'm looking to add a bit more option premium to my account, and since the share price is down today, I'm look at the current status of this QQQ trade campaign. Right now, the share price is $499.03, and I have a cash secured put with a strike price of $498 expiring today. And because it is so close to the strike price, I am at risk of assignment. So there's still almost $1 per share of extrinsic value remaining um, in this contract. And if we go back and look at last week, you might recall the share price last week was kind of elevated. It was up at 513, and I rolled the covered call that I was trading. I rolled it out to 1122 instead of just rolling it out to today, because that was the only way I could get any meaningful premium for it. So I have a covered call with a strike price of 498 expiring 7 days from today, and I'm going to leave that one alone, and I'll make an adjustment next week if I need to. But this cash secured put that is about to expire needs some attention so I can avoid assignment. Rolling a put that is really close to the money is usually pretty lucrative. So let's see what we can get rolling it out. So I'm going to need to pay about $95 to close it. Let's see what my possibilities are for rolling it. I'm going to look at November 22nd. That's 7 days from today. If I roll it straight out, I can bring in $480. So that would give me a net credit of about $380. But I generally like to have the strikes of my puts lower than the strikes of my open calls. So let's look at reducing the strike price a little bit, maybe even to 495. That would still give me some really decent premium, and it would create a $3 difference between the strike price of the put and the call. So I think I'm going to go with that. I could try to bring in a little more premium with 496 or 497. Let's just look at some rolls. I know I'm rolling from November 15th to November 22nd. And the strike prices I'm considering, if I keep the same strike price, I can bring in about $400. If I reduce it to 497, I could bring in 350. 496 would get me a little over $300. And 495 would bring in 273. Let's go take a quick look at the chart. I don't know, things are pulling back a little bit. I see some support here around 485 to 495. I think I am going to reduce this strike price just for that little extra bit of protection, and it still brings in a really good premium. So I'm going to ask for 274. And it filled at 277, so let's put the information on the trade log. Okay, that was a really easy roll and a pretty easy decision. And since I've brought in this much cash this week, and the share price has pulled back a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and add another share to this position. And I'll do a quick sum and overall accounting. So I'm going to start by adding up my total expense and income. Now I'm going to divide that by 126, which is the number of shares that I own. And you can see that I have an average out-of-pocket investment per share of $439.05. The current net liquidating value of the position, according to my broker, is $61,847. That's the amount I could receive if I wanted to take everything back to cash right now. And let's check the profit and loss. So the current profit on the position is $6,526. And that's where things stand. I'll see you next week, and we will be taking care of both a cash secured put and a covered call, and making whatever adjustments we need to continue both building this position and bringing in cash with the options.